guys, what is going on? Welcome back to my Robinhood portfolio. Today I'd like to quickly talk about how to calculate a dividend yield for any company on Robinhood. This comes in response to a viewer on the channel, Yale Daniel, asking about AT&T, mentioning that on TD Ameritrade the dividend yield is 5.14%, but on Robinhood it was showing as 4.538%. If we scroll down here, you can see, yep, the dividend yield on Robinhood is 4.538%, but on TD Ameritrade he was mentioning that it's 5.14%. So I thought I'd quickly talk about how to calculate a dividend yield. Essentially, a dividend yield is simply the amount of dividends paid per year divided by the current share price. So if we take a look at AT&T here, if we scroll all the way to the bottom, we can see that I've received a few dividend payments here, and you can see that for each share held, AT&T is paying 49 cents per share. And if we take a look at the May 1st payment, the February 1st payment, it's also 49 cents. And the November 1st payment, it's also, actually it's 48 cents. So if we just quickly calculate 49 cents times 4, again, this is a quarterly dividend, so you have to add up the total dividend payment for the year. That's about $1.96. If we take a look at the current share price of $38.10, we simply divide the total yearly dividend by the price of the stock. So if we do that, it's a 1.96 divided by 38.1, we get a dividend yield of 5.14%, which is exactly what TD Ameritrade has presented. So I think the discrepancy here on Robinhood is simply that Robinhood has calculated this back when the dividend was paid out on May 1st. And since that time, the price has changed. So that's probably what's accounting for that discrepancy. Some of the other online brokerage accounts like TD Ameritrade, E-Trade, keep their statistics a little bit more up to date than Robinhood. So nothing negative against Robinhood. It's simply that some of these other sites are recalculating a lot of the dividend yields daily. Robinhood, it seems like, does not do that. It more calculates it when the dividend is paid out. And as you guys know, as the price of the stock decreases, the dividend percentage will increase, assuming that the dividend does not decrease with the price of a stock. So whole category of investments that are geared towards dividend dogs, basically investing in high yield quality companies that may be a little bit undervalued, and if they're undervalued, the price of their stock will be depressed. If their dividend stays the same, the dividend yield will increase, and there's a whole method of going about and selecting those stocks called called dogs of the Dow. I'll do another updated video about that. I did an updated video about dogs of the Dow last year, but that list changes every year. So I'll do an updated 2017 dogs of the Dow, talking about, again, S&P 500 companies that have very high dividend yields because the price of their stock has decreased, meaning they may be a little bit undervalued. That's sort of a different discussion, a different topic. For this video, again, it's very easy to calculate a dividend yield for any company. Simply add up the last 1 year worth of dividends and divide that by the stock price to get the dividend percentage. So it looks like TD Ameritrade, based on Yale Daniel's comments, is more up to date than Robinhood. 5.14% is what the dividend yield should be, but here it's only calculated as 4.538. Again, probably because when this dividend was paid out back on May 1st, the price of this particular stock was a little bit higher, so that's depressing the dividend yield there. So I hope that makes sense. If there's any questions about that, please let me know. And again, thanks for the question there. And when I first got started on Robinhood as well, I noticed some of these statistics were not up to date. It looks like in the last update patch, Robinhood really fixed a lot of their statistics. A lot of these were being displayed in decimal points. Some were simply being displayed as NA when there was definitely a dividend for the company. So I think Robinhood has done a great job of updating some of these stats here. But again, to do a dividend yield, simply take the last 1 year's worth of dividends and divide that by the stock price, and that will give you the overall dividend percentage of a stock. So again, I hope that makes sense. If there's any questions about that, please let me know in the comment threads down below. And yeah, kind of with that, I'll end the video. As always, if you guys enjoyed my videos, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Definitely appreciate your comments and questions. If you guys have any great video ideas, let me know. Always looking for new topics to read up on and learn. That's the whole point about this channel, is learning about investing, learning about the markets. I hope you guys have been learning as much as I have been learning. I have to say that since I've started this video series, I've learned a ton about the markets, much more than I ever thought I would know. So again, if you have any great ideas, let me know. Always interested. So kind of with that, I'll end the video, and we'll see you guys next time.